traffic bypass that after Hold y'all. Fire up. Point arm. Hold y'all. Fire up. Look, y'all. Fire up. Erect, y'all. Fire up. Rail, y'all. Fire up. Shoulder, y'all. Fire up. Company. To the left, wheel. March. Take care. Care. Halt. Advance, y'all. Advance. Fire up. Shoulder, y'all. Left. Fire up. Rest, y'all. Rest. Fire up. Order, y'all. Order. Fire up. Rest, y'all. Rest. Fire up. Shoulder, y'all. Left. Fire up. Crossing company. To the front. March. Yep. To the right. Right. Wheel. Run. To the right. Wheel. Take care. There. Halt. Halt. What's company? Half cock, y'all. Fire up. Open hand. Handle toucher. Run. Shut hand. Up. Charge and toucher. Company. Take ready. Reset. Fire. Hold y'all. Left. Fire up. How's the company? To the right wheel. Right wheel. March. Take care. Care. Halt. To the right about. Right about. Hey. Huzzah!
far anyway.
No idea, I'm trying to LexMedia documentary has just started, so we've thrown out just no, you've already catch. Historically, you've already been catch. He's a good publicist.
Quickly, and then I want you to gather the silver in the trunk and bury it by the stone wall behind the barn. Bury it. Why? To be sure no one thinks they can take it. I will get your brothers and sisters ready. Go now!
Wake up, Sally. Wake up. You must be a-going. The alarm riders came through a short time ago, and they warned us that the regulars was marching from Boston, coming right here to Lexington.
Why are they coming here, Mama?
Hush now. We don't know their business, but we must get out of harm's way. Come, let us make haste, little one.
Lydia, wait now. Come. Come. Put on your gown. Then pack the bread and any other food that we can take with us. We must leave the house, and I know not for how long. And where are Father and Samuel? Will they stay? Yes, I'm sure they can take care of themselves, Anna. We must make haste, so we're well out of the way when the king's fruits arrive. I will ready the baby,
out okay. Opposite Madonna. No, opposite. Opposite by God.
Barry said he fires a shot. From the flagpole? Oh, no. Way over there? Okay. Well, there's going to be a shot from the house, too. I think that's after the red coats. No? From the one shot from the house?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Those usually fire a shot against the number that is you don't know. That's their way.
Just yeah, exactly. Right after. Oh, really? We left our lives.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Jack Shuna of the Lexington Minute Men. Today is past Captain Commanding Henry Lou. On behalf of the Lexington Minute Men and all the people of Lexington, it is a pleasure to welcome you here. 249 years ago, on the dawn of April 19, 1775, this very common became the birthplace of American liberty. Here in this very place, first forcible resistance to the British Crown took place. This morning, you will see a reenactment of the Battle of Lexington, the shot heard around the world. And now, past Captain Commanding Henry Lou.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming to witness our portrayal of the first battle of the American Revolution. On the field today are the Lexington Minute Men, His Majesty's 10th Regiment of Foot, 1st Foot Guards, the 4th, 5th, 33rd, and 52nd Regiments, the 16th Light Dragoons, the Marines, and joining us for the first time this year are the Ladies Association of Revolutionary America. Before I paint the backdrop, I would like to thank the hard work of the men and women of the Lexington Police, Fire, and Public Works Departments, the Lexington Historical Society, Town Celebrations Committee, Town Select Board, Town leadership for their tireless efforts throughout the night and throughout the many supporting this event. I would also like to welcome to today's event distinguished guests from the State House. Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Maura Healey. Executive Director, Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism, Kate Fox. Massachusetts 250th Coordinator, Sheila Green. Secretary of Economic Development, Yvonne Howe. Secretary of Energy and Environmental Affairs, Rebecca Tupper. State Senator, 4th Middlesex District, Cindy Friedman. Senator, 3rd Middlesex District, Michael Barrett. State Representative, 10th Norfolk District, Jeffrey Roy. State Representative, 21st District, Kenneth Gordon. And State Representative, 15th Middlesex District, Michelle Sicolo. I'd also like to welcome Woburn Mayor Mike Concannon, Hanscom Air Force Base, Major General Anthony Genintempo, Sir Pierre LePlue. We are honored to have you and your guests here today. Now, let me set the stage. It is now 1775. There are no paved roads, no flagpole, no statue. Starlink satellites, nor ChatGPT. This is a small rural town west of Boston, originally settled as Cambridge Farms, and was incorporated in the town of Lexington. In the years leading up to 1775, British Parliament imposed various taxes on its colonies, and tensions between England and the colonies grew steadily. To support the royal governor and help contain the colonists' resentment, King George III kept military forces in Boston. December 1773, the Lexington Militia, also known as the Lexington, was under the command of Captain John Parker. They reaffirmed their resolve to fight for freedom and liberty by taking this pledge. We trust in God that should the state of our affairs require it, we shall be ready to sacrifice our estates and everything dear in life, yea, in life itself, for the common cause. By 1774, virtually every town's militia within 50 miles of Boston a few of the towns had also become storage depots, gunpowder, and military supplies, including Concord, located just a few miles west of here. On the night of April 18th, Paul Revere set out on horseback for Boston to alert local militia captains of the impending march of the British regulars. On the route, Revere cried the alarm to villagers that the British regulars were on the march. Unlike popular belief, he did not shout out, "The British are coming," but rather, "The regulars are out." Paul Revere's speed on horseback could not be matched by the hundreds of British regular soldiers slowly plodding through the night as they steadily marched towards Lexington. Revere arrived in Lexington around midnight and arrived at the home of Reverend Jonas Clark, a short distance away from his home. At Clark's house were two house guests, John Hancock and Samuel Adams, and Revere delivered news from Joseph Warren and the Boston Committee of Safety that the regulars may seek to arrest these two patriots. William Dawes, arriving shortly after Revere, delivered the same message. Upon receiving the news of the regulars' advance, Captain Parker ordered the sounding of the alarm bell in the belfry to notify the townspeople and militia of the imminent danger. Back then, the belfry stood here on the common, not far from the viewing platform. Townspeople appeared from their homes throughout the night and assembled here on this common. During the night, civilians, including most of the women and children, gathered belongings, hid valuables, and evacuated the area to safety, which you may have witnessed. Earlier this morning. After waiting for some time since the alarm was sounded, many of the militia members were allowed to retire. Those living close returned to their homes, some remained on the common, and several retired to Buckman Tower, which you can still see standing nearby. Throughout the night, Parker sent scouts on horseback towards Boston to watch for the movement of the regulars. After warning Hancock and Adams and riding to the west, Revere spied a patrol of British officers on horseback heading towards Lincoln. The patrol also spotted Revere and captured him, but released him shortly thereafter without his horse. He returned to Lexington on foot, where Hancock and Adams were preparing to evacuate to Woburn and away from the column of British regulars heading this way. As we begin this reenactment, This is the scene. Some of the militia members are on the common, and others are inside or around Buckman Tavern. Inside, Captain Parker anxiously awaits any news of the regulars in. You will see one of Parker's scouts, Thaddeus Bowman, return on horseback to Buckman Tavern to warn Captain Parker that the regulars were indeed on their way and very close. Parker will order the firing of the alarm guns and order William Diamond to sound the alarm on his drum. The militia will rally to the defense of the town and take up positions on the common. Regulars approaching from the east, and as the militia was lined up on the common, Hancock remembered that his trunk was left behind at Buckman Tavern. This trunk contained his private papers, including names and other information of many revolutionaries of the time. Here volunteered to retrieve this trunk. As the regulars advance onto the common, Parker's men show a mix of emotions: anger, confusion, fear. And they were unsure of what would happen next. Several of the militia will push to the front in defiance, and others will retreat in fear. As the size of the force bearing down on them grows in size, one of Parker's men, Nathaniel Mulligan, cries out, "There are so few of us, it is folly to stand here." It is at this time when Captain Parker will attempt to steady his men and issues this command: "Do not fire unless fired upon. Let the troops pass by, and do not molest them without they be first." You can find a 19th century interpretation of this famous engraved on a stone on the northeast side of the common. As the regulars ready themselves in battle formation, British officers advance forward towards Parker's company and demand that the rebels disperse. In an attempt to pacify the rebels in their path, the British officers released militiamen from Woburn who were spying on the regulars' advance and were captured earlier in the night. Suddenly, a shot will ring out. To this day, we do not know who fired first. And the first armed confrontation of the American Revolution will begin.
Company will form on the drummer. Who ranks? Who ranks? Row for the company. Who ranks? Hurry there. Guide right. Guide right. Listen to instructions, men. Hear the drum, sir. Would you like me to move the men back from the road? Yes, sir. Move the men back. Close it. Close it. Close it. Company. To the right about. Peace. Guiding right. To the front. March. Take care. Go. Dress the line. Dress the line. Company. To the right about. Peace. Come on, dress it. Straighten it. Move up. Gentlemen, move up. Sergeant. Sir. Call the roll. Should we prime and load first, sir? And then call the roll, sir? Yes. Yes, sir. Company will prime and load. Come to shoulder when you're loaded. Sergeant, call the roll. Sir. The roll will be called from the front rank, starting with the left. Call. Ensign Joseph Simon. Isaac Cousins. John Levy. John Hosmer. John Monroe Jr. Samuel Kidd. John Smith. Jonas Stone Jr. Prince Estabrook. Nathaniel Wyman. John Brown. Lieutenant William Tidd. Ensign Robert Monroe. William Diamond. Reverend Jonas Clark. Samuel Hadley. Caleb Harrington. William Grimes. Mason Monroe. John Robbins. Joshua Reed. John Chandler. Isaac Hastings. Jedediah Monroe. Thomas Gibson. Jonas Parker. Dan Trout. Jonathan Harris. Stand ready. Right on top of it, sir. Company will advance your firearms. Carefully. We'll go to shoulder as soon as we get close. You guys will rest.
regulars lay dead, and 41 colonists and 174 regulars were wounded. In Lexington, we will always honor the memory of these first casualties of war, who gave their lives for their country in the first battle of the American Revolution. They are Jonas Parker, Samuel Hadley, John Brown, Isaac Muzzy, Caleb Harrington, Asahel Porter, Robert Monroe, and Jonathan Harrington Jr. 7 of these fallen are buried under the granite obelisk located on the knoll on the west side of the Common, which is the oldest memorial of the Revolutionary War. Currently, you will see the Lexington Minute Men assemble in prepared march to the old burial, just behind the First Parish and back of the Common. There, they will fire a salute over the resting place of many of those who fought here 249 years ago. As they offer this salute, they also commemorate the moment when later that day, Captain Parker sought his revenge on those who inflicted harm on his men. The smell of gunpowder still in the air, their neighbors and brothers dead in the wake of the morning battle, and knowing the size of the force they faced that morning, this small militia company bravely marched towards Concord to meet the British column once again. They marched resolutely, motivated by the idea that freedom was within their grasp. Lexington's town seal includes the phrase, "What a glorious morning for America." Although lives were lost that day, these words honor those that sacrificed everything, yea, and life itself, in support of the common cause. It was indeed a glorious morning. Thank you, and good morning.
America. Good morning, I'm Glenn Bassett, the co-chair of the Town Celebrations Committee of Lexington. And on behalf of Lexington, the Town Celebrations Committee, and the Select Board, we welcome you to the Patriots Day ceremonies on the Battle Green in commemoration of the 249th anniversary of the Battle of Lexington. I am pleased to introduce our Masters of Ceremonies for today's celebration. These young people were selected by the Lexington Youth Commission for their leadership, active citizenship, and academic achievement. Please welcome Lexington High School sophomores, Sarah Kochi and Sarah Chen.
Good morning, I'm Sarah Kochi. And I'm Sarah Chen. And we're just delighted to be your host for today's ceremony. At this morning's youth parade, a group of young boys and girls formed a new unit wearing Revolution-era clothing. We extend a special acknowledgement and thank you to these young marchers and hope they become a permanent part of our future youth parades. We extend a warm welcome to the following honored guests. From the Select Board, Joe Pato, Chair, Doug Lucente, Susie Berry, and Jill Hay. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Julie Hockett. And from the School Committee, Sarah Cuthbertson, Eileen J., Kathleen Lenehan, and Deepika Sawhney. Our state representatives, Michelle Socolo, and from the 6th Precinct, Ken Gordon. Our state senator, Cindy Friedman. And from the Hanscom Air Force Base, Major Pierre Laplume, Director of Inspection. And our many town meeting members here with us today. And our Grand Marshal for this afternoon's Patriots Day Parade, Jeff Leonard. Now welcome Pastor Dominic Bronico from Grace Chapel, who will now offer the invocation.
Would you guys join me in prayer? God, our Creator, we thank you today for your creation. We thank you, vibrant, beautiful. Today could have looked like any day, but you gave us a glorious, beautiful spring day that reminds us that the earth is coming to life again. God, we also thank you for everyone gathered here today. Just like your creation, you have made us vibrant and diverse and valuable and unique. I pray that we would see that these differences invite us to cooperation and to unity. Created a more beautiful picture. Lastly, we thank you for our history, our freedom, and our long-standing traditions. We pray today that as we look back, we would see how we have created a more full world, a more whole world, and how we have come together to create a more united people. I pray that we would see these acts and see how we can better love our neighbors as ourselves. God, I pray that as we look back, we can move forward together. Amen.
And now the Lexington High School student Sean Strong will play Call to the Colors while members of the Lexington Minute Men raise the flag. We are now proud to introduce a special guest, Todd Angeli, the voice of the Boston Bruins, who will sing our national anthem accompanied by the Lexington High School Band under the direction of Justin Aramati and Derek Walvis. Please join us now in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please welcome the chair of the Lexington Select Board, Joe Prado, who will offer greetings from the Select Board.
Morning. On behalf of the entire Select Board, Susie Barry, Jill Hay, Douglas Sende, and Mark Sandine, and myself, I welcome crisis of those Lexingtonians in 1775, which led to a government of, for, and by the people. We also gathered to honor the community engagement exhibited by those residents who give of themselves as extraordinary volunteers. A glorious morning for America indeed, and one that is with us every day. Good morning.
Now I'd like to invite Now welcome Major Pierre LePlume, Director of Inspections, Hanscom Air Force Base, who will offer greetings from Hanscom Air Force Base.
Greetings from Hanscom Air Force Base. I am Pierre LePlume. I am the Director of Inspections and Inspector General at Hanscom Air Force Base. It's a pleasure to be here this morning to connect with you, our Lexington friends and neighbors at this very special event. As you well know, it celebrates the free and fierce independent spirit that Americans have reflected in the earliest days of our nation, and Team Hanscom is honored to be a part of today's event. While we weren't in service in 1775, we're continuing their tradition of successfully defending the homeland and achieving nation's security requirements abroad. Thank you for continuously welcoming our military and civilian workforce and residents into your community, and for giving Team Hanscom the opportunity to be part of important traditions like this one.
We now invite members of our Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops to come forward and recite their oaths, laws, and promises. Junior Girl Scout Elise Yang and J.J. Boulis of Girl Scout Troop 67303 will recite the Girl Scout promise and the Girl Scout law.
Girl Scout promise. On my honor, I will to serve God and my country, to help people at all times what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every girl.
Reese Aldridge of Cub Scout Pack.
As to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scott law, to help other people at all times. Is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly,
We now come to the awards portion of the ceremony. Four prestigious awards will be presented to students and to community members in recognition of their leadership, achievement, and community service. The first award here to make the presentation is Captain Command James Lee.
Lexington Minute Men have traditionally funded a scholarship, and this year's award, we had several worthy entries. September, Amelia's essay, A Tribute to Fife and Drum, focused on the origins and traditions of fife and drum and the importance of music during the colonial period and through time. Amelia also wrote a piece of music she submitted with her application. One thing that stood out about Amelia's application was her longtime involvement with the William Diamond Jr. Pipe and Drum Corps. And since William Diamond was the drummer in Captain Parker's company, we feel a certain kinship with her. Maybe someday Amelia will be playing with the pipe with us. I also just found out today that one of our own members, Mark Poirier, was a mentor to Amelia, so that's even more fitting. It is with this honor that the Lexington Minute Men present this award to Amelia September for $1,000.
The second award is the 2024 Minuteman Cane Award. This will be presented by Ann Webster, Chair of the Minuteman Cane Award Committee.
Good morning. I need somebody to tell me if you can't hear me. This mic is a challenge. I don't know how many of you know what really the Cane Award is about, so let me simply say that it is awarded to, and annually here at these ceremonies, to a person who is at least 80 years of age, a 15-year or more resident of Lexington, actively involved in the community, and an inspiration to others while exhibiting a creative approach to life through a choice of a second career, a hobby, or volunteerism. The award is chosen by a committee, but that's based upon nominations from the public. So that's how this is done. I'm going to read a proclamation from the Select Board of Lexington. I'm really delighted to announce through this proclamation that Ashley Rooney is the 2024 recipient of this award. My voice is breaking up a little bit because I'm not at all delighted to tell you that Ashley cannot be here in person today to accept this award, because she's going to need the cane over the next few months. Unfortunately, Ashley took a little tumble and has suffered a broken hip. So she is in rehab today, and please send her your good wishes. Now, the proclamation. A 52-year Lexington resident, Ashley has devoted her seemingly boundless energy and creativity to many organizations in town, and she did not slow down as she moved into her 80s. Both the quantity and the quality of her contributions to our community inspire everyone. Many Lexington organizations have relied upon Ashley's wisdom and volunteerism. Today, much of her work is focused on marketing and publicity for the Lexington Council for the Arts, the Town Celebrations Committee, and the Lex 250 Commission. But it was not long ago that she was spending similar energy working on the Cary Library Foundation, the Foundation Board, serving as co-president of the Lexington Field and Garden Club, and researching and interviewing World War I and World War II veterans as part of Lexington Remembers. All of these organizations and more, such as the Church of Our Redeemer and the Lexington Historical Society, remain on her dance card and continue to receive her help. In fact, I know from her rehab room she is working on some PR for the Lexington Field and Garden Club this week. In all her community service, Ashley routinely makes us smarter. She also brings people together to make good things happen. And I'd like to give you a few examples. Making us smarter. While many of you may not know that she is the author of 72 and counting books on art, history, gardens, and architecture, it's hard to miss the products of her publicity work for multiple groups around town. You've all seen it many times. Her frequent articles for the Lexington Times enrich our knowledge of this town through an engaging mix of current news, interesting history, and spotlights on individuals and organizations, old and new. Ashley educates and entertains us in other ways too. For example, during the pandemic, she arranged a series of virtual gardening programs, pairing garden club experts with the library's technical capabilities and often facilitating the discussions. I think everyone also knows her to be uniformly generous with advice and encouragement. In terms of bringing people together, she skillfully leverages her broad community knowledge to create new unions and understanding. The words of some of her many admirers say this best. One said, "Over the years, I've watched as she's helped so many organizations in town, bringing people together for projects. I know that when Ashley calls, it's always for something interesting." Ashley has always recognized the importance of engaging with diverse cultures and promoting mutual understanding. She has a deep understanding and passion for enriching the cultural community of Lexington. In addition to being focused on the task, she takes care of people, making sure that members feel included, and she offers opportunities to build stronger interpersonal connections. Those of you who've worked and know Ashley can hear those things. Bottom line, Ashley is the epitome of what it means to be a creative and inspirational community volunteer. It is therefore with great pleasure that we proclaim Ashley Rooney to be the 2024 recipient of the Minutemen Kane Award. Congratulations to her, and unfortunately, as we said, she can't be here, but her husband Peter is going to accept the award. I want to give you two things. I'm going to give you a copy of that proclamation, all right? And I'll give that to you after your hands aren't busy. The other is, this is the cane, and it is an ebony cane with a gold head. It has her name and the date engraved on it. And it is a new award, new in the 80s, that followed an old Boston Post cane award that was very popular back closer to the turn of the century in Lexington. More on that can be read elsewhere.
Thank you very much. I suspect that many of you in the course of your lives have been involved in a award ceremony, but generally they happen to be inside, and at the time when the award recipient is being introduced, there's a movie screen. The person's photograph is projected onto the screen, and there that person is for all to see. Bear with me for 30 seconds. I know if she were here in my place, she'd be thanking Ann Webster for those lovely words and saying a lot of nice things and a lot of nice thank yous. She'd be thanking Ann, and she'd be thanking all those who supported her nomination. There's a photograph. She's quite a woman, I can swear to that. And if she were also standing here, she would say that I've thoroughly enjoyed doing what I've done, and it's been a lovely, lovely privilege to serve this community. Thank you.
The next award is the Pat Flynn Outstanding Youth Award, which honors the memory of Lexington war hero and Youth Commission founder Pat Flynn. Select Board member Doug Lucente will present the 2024 Pat Flynn Outstanding Youth Award.
Could I ask Amelia September to come forward, please? We have two Outstanding Youth Award recipients this morning. In recognition of their exemplary service, leadership, and commitment to the Lexington community, the Select Board is honored to present the 2024 Pat Flynn Outstanding Youth Award, which is also supported by the Charles E. Ferguson Youth Recognition Award Fund and the Pat Flynn Youth Fund. First award is going to Amelia September. Amelia's journey in our community is marked by her profound impact through music, mentorship, and a steadfast commitment to inclusivity. Serving as the Fife Sergeant in the William Diamond Jr. Fife and Drum Corps, Amelia not only showcased her musical talents, but also demonstrated exceptional leadership by instituting a buddy system to mentor younger members, ensuring they feel valued and supported. Amelia's musical versatility extends to her remarkable adaptability, as evidenced by her learning the trumpet in a mere 2 weeks to participate in the school musical pit orchestra. This level of dedication underscores Amelia's eagerness to contribute to her community in any capacity needed. Beyond her musical contributions, Amelia's work as a tour guide for the town of Lexington and her efforts to make tours more accessible and inclusive reflect her deep appreciation for our town's rich history and her desire to share it with a broader audience. Her initiatives to translate tours into multiple languages are a testament to her commitment to accessibility and inclusivity. Amelia's engagement with the Lexington community through various service activities, including her insightful Understanding Our Differences presentations and her active participation in organizing the MLK Day community service, further exemplifies her dedication to fostering an environment of understanding and respect. In presenting the 2024 Pat Flynn Outstanding Youth Award to Amelia September, we celebrate her contributions to our community that extend
beyond her accomplishments. Her actions inspire us all to view service not just as an act, but a way of life, enhancing the lives of others and enriching the community. Congratulations to Amelia on your well-deserved recognition. Your exemplary service, leadership, and dedication has significantly impacted the Lexington community, setting a shining example for future generations. I will also note Amelia's dedication even today. She's at the ceremony, but she's headed to Washington, D.C. later today to participate in a performance at the Kennedy Center. So congratulations, Amelia. Come up and get your medal. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. Okay, our second recipient of the Outstanding Youth Award is Duncan Maloney. If Duncan could please come forward. As a lifelong resident of Lexington, Duncan has demonstrated an unwavering dedication to enhancing the well-being of his community through extensive volunteer work, leadership, and a spirit of inclusivity. His role as the current president of the Lexington Youth Commission builds upon his experience as team leader and secretary, which showcases his dedication to nurturing a spirit of unity and assistance among his peers and throughout the wider Lexington community. Duncan's talents extend beyond organizational leadership into the arts and athletics, where he made significant contributions as a leader and member of the Lexington High School a cappella group Rock, Paper, Scissors, and as a dedicated captain of the Lexington High School cross-country team. His creative spirit and enthusiasm have also found an outlet in his role as the Lexington High School football mascot, bringing joy and spirit to numerous community events. Moreover, Duncan's voice has resonated through Lexington as a respected announcer for LexMedia, covering various sporting events with professionalism and charisma that go beyond his years. His service as an on-ice hockey official and Lexington High varsity hockey scorekeeper further illustrate his multifaceted contributions to local sports and recreation. Duncan's approach to community service is characterized by a genuine desire to make a difference, a sentiment he has expressed eloquently, noting that service is not about fulfilling a requirement, but about a heartfelt commitment to one's community. His actions, from organizing food drives to engaging with senior citizens, reflect a deep commitment to service and compassion. By awarding Duncan Maloney the 2024 Pat Flynn Outstanding Youth Award, we celebrate his outstanding achievements, leadership, and significant positive impact on others. Duncan exemplifies the commitment to service, leadership, and community involvement that Pat Flynn advocated, serving as an inspiration for Lexington future generations. Congratulations, Duncan, on your well-deserved recognition. Your exemplary service and leadership have made a lasting impact on Lexington. Look forward to witnessing the continued positive influence you'll have in the years to come.
final award to be presented is the White Tricorn Hat, awarded by the Lexington Lions Club for extraordinary leadership, citizenship, and service to our community. Janet Perry, president of the Lexington Lions Club, and Lions member Douglas Sensei will introduce the past recipients of the White Tricorn Hat Award and announce the recipient of the 2024 White Tricorn Hat.
On behalf of the White Tricorn Hat Committee, the Lexington Lions Club, and our Lions Club President, Janet Perry, it is an honor and a privilege to make this presentation of the 2024 White Tricorn Hat Award. This is a tradition that started 70 years ago in 1954 to honor an outstanding citizen from Lexington. Our first recipient was Edwin B. Worthen. Since Mr. Worthen, a recipient has been honored every year in the same manner. To qualify for this award, the recipient has to be a Lexington resident, cannot be a major elected office holder, and must not have already received the White Tricorn Hat. All the candidates are nominated by members of the Lexington community who meet these qualifications. Nominations are reviewed by the committee and voted on based on the submitted documentation. This year's White Tricorn Hat Selection Committee consisted of the President of the Rotary Club, President of the Chamber of Commerce, a representative of the Chinese American Association of Lexington, a representative of the Lexington Area Interfaith Community, the immediate past president and current president of the Lexington Lions Club, a representative of the Lexington Historical Society, and 2 former recipients of the White Tricorn Hat Award. The committee selects the person who, in their opinion, best meets the following criteria. He or she has demonstrated a dedication to the principles of outstanding citizenship, has advanced the American way of life in Lexington, and has given unselfishly of his or her talents over the years beyond the bounds of their occupation. This is an honor given without regard to gender, race, or religious affiliation. Before I reveal the recipient of the 2024 award, I'd like to introduce the past recipients of this prestigious award who are with us this morning on the grandstand. I will say all of their names. I think a couple of them are not here with us, but we have our 1992 recipient, Lynn Wilson, our 1998 recipient, Bill Daly, our 2001 recipient, Peter Kelly, 2004 recipient, Leo McSweeney, 2007 recipient, Beverly Kelly, 2008, David Wells, 2009, Nick Canalonga, 2011, John Carroll, 2012, Eric Carlson, 2013, Bob Sacco, 2014, John Lucenti, 2015, Dan Booza, 2016, Dick Perry, 2019, Carla Fortman, 2021, Lester Savage, 2022, Jim Shaw. I don't think he's up there. 2023, Bob Burbage. Your continued involvement enriches our ceremony and reminds us of the ongoing legacy of service in Lexington. Please join me in a round of applause for these distinguished individuals. I'd also like to take a brief moment to recognize one White Tricorn Hat recipient who recently passed away, the 1997 recipient, David Williams. He will be sorely missed by our community. We can take a brief moment of silence in honor of David's service to Lexington. Thank you. I'd also like to announce that a public reception will be held on Sunday, April 21st at the Depot Building at 2 p.m. to celebrate the recipient for all the awards given out this morning, and everyone is welcome to join us. Today, we celebrate an individual whose life story is deeply interwoven with the history and spirit of Lexington. This year's recipient, who I don't see in the crowd, but I hope is here. This year's recipient lived in Lexington since the 1960s and has made Lexington their lifelong home. They attended Bridge Elementary School, Diamond and Clark Junior Highs, and graduated from Lexington High School in the 1980s. They've contributed significantly across multiple dimensions of civic life. A small sample of their involvement includes service on the Lexington 2020 Committee, the Minuteman Kane Award Selection Committee, and the Town Manager Search Committee, to name a few. Since 2015, they've been an integral part of LexMedia, which manages 82 affordable housing units, and this individual has strived for equity and transparency in all dealings. But their service does not end with committee work. As a volunteer, they've dedicated countless hours to enriching our community, from the Fisk PTO to the Lexington Historical Society, from our annual Patriots Day reenactments as a proud member and past captain of the Lexington Minute Men, to their current role narrating the historic events from earlier today. They bring our community's history to life each year. Their deep commitment is further exemplified by their role with the Boy Scouts, where they have shaped young lives as a Scoutmaster. Moreover, their leadership extends to the community at St. Bridget Catholic Church, where they organize significant events that draw our community closer together. Their participation in the Lexington Golf Club as an officer reflects their broad impact on our recreational life as well. To quote one of the nominations for this recipient, his leadership and dedication have inspired others to get involved in the community and make a positive difference. Today, we honor a true servant leader whose generosity of spirit and dedication embody the highest ideals of our community. They have not only participated in our community life, but have actively shaped its future through leadership, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the common good. It is my honor to announce the 2024 White Tricon Hat recipient, Henry Liu.
Oh my goodness. This is, I am deeply humbled, shocked. I think when Doug mentioned Diamond and Clark, I'm thinking, there's nobody that we can vote. Right? So, but thank you so much. This is truly an honor. I love this town. I really do. On my way here, I had to give my mom a big hug. My mom's sitting over there in the stands. Yourself, loved this town and worked at the library for many years until her retirement. Still lives in the home I grew up in. So I just love being here. I love all of the things that I do in the town. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like doing it. Met so many nice people on the way, lifelong friends, hopefully, longer, through today, right? But really, this is truly a tremendous honor. I cannot believe this, that I'm here today with a different color hat on. This is, I'll have to ask the Minutemen if I can wear this when I read for information in the future. I don't know if it'll approve it, but I'll certainly keep it handy. But I can't do this without mentioning a dear friend who's not with us, also a white tricon recipient in the past, Hank Mans, who really he truly lived every ounce of his life in dedication to this town, and I can only hope that I can do a fraction of what he did for this town. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to my family and all the organizations I've been involved with. I will not take my foot off the gas, for sure. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of this year's award recipients. Pastor Dominic Bronico will now offer the benediction.
All right, that was wonderful. Would you join me in receiving this benediction? May we reflect on how we, varied different people, came together in unity so that we may be more united. May we reflect on how we desire to create a better society so that we may continue to create a more whole world. May we be humbled by the generations that have come before us and learn from them. May our freedom and long-standing traditions help us to better love our neighbors and support them. Thank you.
Please join in the singing of God Bless America, played by the Lexington High School Band.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of Lexington and the Town Celebrations Committee and the Select Board, I thank you all for joining us this morning as Lexington celebrates our special day. We congratulate our Masters of Ceremonies, Sarah and Sarah, on being selected for this honor and for doing an excellent job. We are proud of our youth and we welcome this opportunity to celebrate together. We especially thank our committee members who work so hard behind the scenes to put an entire weekend of events together and the entire staff of the town that helps. Please join us this morning, 9 o'clock for the road race, 10:30 for the dedication of the USS Lexington Memorial, or the wreath laying. Also, from 10:15 to 11, you'll see the Daughters of the American Revolution dedicating over at the obelisk. And don't forget, 2 p.m. today for the Lexington's Patriots Day Parade, 2 p.m. Be here or be square. Thank you and enjoy the day.